Hello, I'm home, and this is something I made as a way of calling attention to the fact that we are abusing the earth. Earth gives us life, what do we give back? And as I live in a city, one thing we can give back is urban gardens on earth, the earth where we live. And you don't really have to be in the country to be in nature. And I love insects. I love especially ants. And I would like to introduce you to these lovely ants who live at home. And look what they're doing now. I don't know if this phone is not the greatest of phones and the light is not the greatest of lights, and I don't know if you can actually appreciate what is going on here. What is going on is that group of ants are somehow pushing the body of a dead cockroach through the little gap between this thing, which I don't know what it's called in English, and the frame of the door of my bathroom. Now these ants come in the house, I think, through this gap in the patio. This is my patio, which I tiled. It was tiled when I bought the house. I just changed them, and these are the plants that grow in it. They're not very happy at the moment. Well, they will get happier as summer settles in, and they are alive. They move with the light. They climb for the sun, because in fact this house is faces south. That would be south, that's where the facade is, and this is the patio, which is at the back, so that it would be south, that would be east, this is north, and this is west. So the sun only ever gets into the patio. You see I have an awning in this time of year through the summer, and then in the winter there's no light, which makes the plants quite sad in the winter, and they are still quite sad. Some of them are happy. I mean, these are very, very beautiful ones that flower nearly all year through. And then in here I have mostly ants, all shapes and sizes, and these are the most common ones. Here I have I don't know what you call these things. It's something to make compost in the house, and sometimes I do get cockroaches living in here, but mostly what you get is worms that transform leftover food into earth that you can then give the plants for them to grow healthy and beautiful. And I like putting shells, which I collect from the sea when I go, just to keep the humidity on the earth. And then sometimes I do get the odd insect. Most of them I really don't know what they're called, but they are lovely. Centipedes, sometimes small centipedes. I have a couple around. I do get lizards crawling on the walls, but normally they're hiding at this time of day, maybe because it's too light or too bright. And you look closely, you get ants. You wouldn't with this camera because it's not really good enough, but you do get that. Anyway, what I was interested in saying is that ants seem to, for me, they are the best creatures on earth because they seem to communicate with their antennae and they seem to be totally clued on. They can do really, really difficult jobs like carrying a whole cockroach from where it was last night. This is the mat to the patio. And last night when I came here after one day out, this particular cockroach was dead here, and the ants were already, organizing how they were going to carry it from here to where it is now. And as I talk, it gets deeper and deeper in the hole. If I were patient enough, probably in a couple of hours, maybe 3 or 4, the cockroach would have completely disappeared and they would be somehow carrying it through the kind of whatever passage they have dug through the wall. Digging is their business, and humans dig too. We dig tunnels to go like from through mountains or under the sea to go from France to Britain. Yeah, we are great diggers. Then, of course, this is my rubbish, and the organic one. I normally seeds I try to put always on earth to see if they give something, and in fact they do. Actually, the last mango, not the last one, but one of the mangoes I recently had, I just put in here, I don't know, months ago, and look what has come up now. I have more on the roof, but I don't feel like going to the roof now because it's jolly hot. This is Seville, and it's I don't know, the 7th of May or June. I think it's June, 7th of June, 2021. And well, these little tiny creatures like ants would probably easily devour minuscule creatures like viruses and bacteria that might harm us, but mostly they don't harm us. We have them in the microbiota in our body, and they protect us from illnesses. You know, they wake up our immune system. So all this palaver about coronavirus, which is just any old virus, like any old virus on which we really should have all, if it is new, if indeed it is new, or a mutation of some flu virus, great, let's welcome it, let's all get it, and let's all get immune to it and stop this nonsense. We really need so little. This patio is called Rua de Gracia, this is the tiles they used to name streets in Carnota, which is a town in the north of Spain, where they speak Galician, which is very similar to Portuguese Rua da Gracia. In fact, I don't know how they would say it in Galician, because I don't speak Galician, I speak Portuguese. And in Portuguese it would be Rua da Gracia, which means Grace Street. And indeed it's not a street, but it's full of grace. Aren't I lucky? And, well, just to show you a bit of the rest of my humble abode, this is a painting I did quite a long time ago. It's an Apollo and Daphne. This Apollo, who was, I don't know, wanting something in Daphne, the female, and Daphne ended up turning into a tree. In this case, it's a laurel, an Indian laurel tree, and Apollo is, poor thing, lying on the floor, totally, oh my God, what have I done? Why didn't I treat her with love and tender and care? There you are now. She's not there anymore. Well, I hope you enjoy this video, which is shitty because I don't use the camera well, but maybe it says something to you and it means anything to you. If you like it, do share it, okay? Thank you. Bye bye. And it was lovely. Pumpkin. Dry pumpkin hanging from the ceiling. That's my mum that I painted. It's an oil painting, which is beautiful. And that actually is myself, portrayed by my master, Javier Machado. Javi Machado, he wasn't called Javier. Javi Machado, who died of cancer not so long ago. That's also a painting by him of a street nearby where the Macarena, which is one of those floats that they take out in Semana Santa, in the Holy Week in Seville, is coming along this way. It's full of candles, and the candles are illuminating the wall. This street is called Parras, and this street is called Relator. Relator means narrator. Parras means vine trees, so it's this street, and then there's this little funny man here who is about to throw something or not, I don't know. He's masked. I don't know why. He painted things like that. Thank you very much and this is a sad woman lying maybe on a tree or on a landscape, a tree that is sad because it's been chopped off to make houses, and a beautiful sky. Oh, and this is a king lion made from rubbish found in beaches, actually built by a boyfriend of Javi Machado. He's called Luis Cruz. He makes fantastic things, and he was a boyfriend for a long, long time of Javi Machado, the great painter, now dead. I wish you liked this video and enjoy it. And this is a Venus head, a replica of a Venus head found in Italica, the Roman city outside Seville, where I was born, given me by the then director of Italica, José Manuel Rodríguez Hidalgo. Well, and with this I leave you because it's getting really, really long and probably boring. Thank you very much. Bye. Now, how do I stop this? Why doesn't it stop? It's got to stop. Is it stopping or not? No. Stop. Well,